What's up, you guys? Kid the Critic here, and today marks day 2 of my top 10 list. Now, as a reminder, this is pretty much, I think, day 4 of the whole COVID-19 mess, and I'm taking the time right now to do my top 10 list. And another reminder, I'm just going to upload more vlogs and some more top 10 lists from a 6-month gap. So I'm just going to film vlogs in top 10 so fars and then top 10 of the years. That's pretty much it. The only bad news is I'm not going to film a top 100 or top 50 albums of the decade because I was like 12 in 2010 and I didn't really get to listen to that much music until I was like around 17, 18. So yeah. But today I'm going to do a top 10 lists of music of other genres, albums of 2019 of course. So let's start off with number 10, The Fall of Hobo Johnson. Now this is pretty much one of the most unexpected albums that I've ever listened to this past year because Hobo Johnson is this rising artist who is different from any other rock or rap artist. Hobo Johnson is his own poet where he admits his personal problems and also the problems of the world. Typical story. You and the Cockroach is pretty much one of my most favorite tracks of 2019. I never really knew how open-minded this artist was, and he should keep on going for the rest of his career. It's really awesome. Number 9, Titanic Rising, Wise Blood. Now, this is the first time I've ever heard Wise Blood, and after Titanic Rising, I started listening to her 2 past albums, Front Row Seat to Earth, and I forgot what the other one was called. But they're both really amazing albums, and I think Titanic Rising is pretty much her best album I've heard so far. Her psychedelic, experimental rock and her style is so very unique. It's very out of this world, and she's so down to earth, and she's so well connected to to the stories that she brings. And it brings you into this another world where it sounds so majestic and so watery. I don't know why I said watery. Maybe liquidy would be a better output to that. But it's really an amazing album. I really highly suggest you listen to her album and her past 2 albums as well. Number 8, Pain by Caroline Polachek. This is her first solo album since ever since she kind of split up with this band. I forgot what it's called, but I haven't listened to her band's albums yet. But Pain is something where Caroline is pretty much on the rise to fame with songs like Doors, Ocean Tears, I Give Up, and most likely her biggest song, So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings, which is pretty much gives this 80s vibe and dance to the song, and it's pretty much about long distance relationships, which is pretty awesome and very unique. What adds to it is her pirate and unique themed art and the music videos I've seen, which is very unique. I think Caroline Polachek has a potential rise to fame in the upcoming 2020s, and she has really a lot of potential in her solo career. So keep on going, girl. Number 7, Polyhymnia, Yaz Ahmed. This is an album where it's all jazz. It takes you into another universe. It pretty much, you can describe your own story this is one of the albums that you can describe your own story in, and it's pretty much like one of the best jazz albums I've ever listened to. Sorry, Coin, Matana Roberts, but Yaz Ahmed beat you to this. It's really one of the best albums I've ever heard. Go check it out. Really, really awesome. Number 6, USA by Anna Managuchi. I got a follow from Anna Managuchi on my Instagram page. Shout out to Anna Managuchi. I really appreciate the follow. USA is pretty much one of the most unique albums I've ever listened to this past year, with so much nostalgic Atari-like video game style. They bring a lot of creativity towards it. They bring a lot of really majestic and really unique sources to their material. You can exactly imagine yourself in the video game world and also get lost like you're in a video game, like you're playing video games. It's pretty much they're pretty much one of the most underrated and unique bands out there right now. Number 5, Charli XCX. I never got to listen to Charli XCX until this album came out, and I gotta say, it's really amazing. And Charli really proves that she's just her own artist that doesn't really want to be controlled by the music industry, but she wants to continue to make her own art. And I think Charli XCX is pretty much going to be potentially one of the biggest pop stars out there who actually want to make their own music and doesn't want to be connected to all this industry bullshit she sees. Charli, 1999, February 2017. And also pretty much White Mercedes is also one of the best tracks out of her album that I really like, and really it really describes not really my feelings, but like, you know, what my view of pop music should be. Number 4, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish has been marked as one of the best pop artists in the world in such a quick time. Not such a quick time because, you know, she's been, you know, making music since 2013 with her brother Phineas. And as soon as this old song Ocean Eyes has been out for 5 years, it became a sensation. And, you know, she released her EP, that became a huge hit. And then all of a sudden, Where Do We Fall Asleep? Where Do We Go? One of the most anticipated albums of 2019 has not even failed at all. Pretty much all of her songs relate to people, a lot of her fans. It relates to pretty much everybody in this world. She's also faced so much controversy because people think that she's a Satanist, which is really ridiculous. But Billie proves that she is one of the most unique pop stars and sensational artists out there in the world. Number 3, Pony, Rex Orange County. Now this is really unexpected to some people because it's not mostly on their top 10 list, but I think Rex Orange County is one of those artists that I relate to the most, and I have a connection with this music because I have like I like this style of music, first of all, and second of all, I like the lyrics that come out that are created by Rex. And plus, if you didn't really look into much of Rex Orange County, he's really into music. He's very multi-talented, and he's on this rise to fame, so keep on going, Rex. Now, number 2 is pretty much one of the most unexpected and surprising topics on my list, because it's pretty much one of the best albums this artist has, not one of, but the best album this artist has ever done, and she's done it in 2 weeks, and she's pretty much admits the pain that she's been through, and she proves that she is growing as this very unique artist and becoming a bad bitch. Thank You Next, Ariana Grande. Now, Ariana Grande is one of the biggest pop artists in the world, and Thank You Next pretty much marks this spot in her journey, in her continuous journey, where she's just very, she wants to grow as a person. She doesn't want to become this artist a lot of kids look up to. She wants to change her style. She wants to change her path. She wants to admit the mental struggles that she's going through in this path to fame. And Thank You Next pretty much proves it. If you think about it, the album of the title, it pretty much says to you that this is the next level of Ariana Grande in her journey through her career. Now, before I get to number 1, I want to mention the honorable mentions on this list. Morbid Stuff, Pup. Now, if you guys haven't listened to Pup yet, go check them out right now. They have like two other albums that I've listened to that I really enjoyed. Go check them out. Hack Liturgy. Now, this is pretty much one of the most religious albums on my list. It's pretty much really metallic and really unique in its own way. Electric Chicken Heart's pretty much one of my favorite foreign albums of the year, by Ana Frango Electrico, and she's, it's really amazing. Go check that out. Infest the Rat's Nest, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. This is the first time I've ever listened to them. I've heard of them before, but I haven't really exactly listened to their music, but I just listened to it now, and I just listened to their first album. Go check them out because they're really a really unique metal and progressive metal band. Norman fucking Rockwell, Lana Del Rey. This is pretty much what I think, in my opinion, is her best album so far, because I haven't listened to all of her albums yet. It's pretty much her best album. Everybody's saying it's her best album. It's really amazing. Go check that out as well. And now here we are at number 1, and I think this album is pretty much going to be the most underrated album of the year, and possibly my album of the year by far. 2020, Richard Dawson. Richard Dawson is a folk musician who created a lot of really unique music. I've listened to his past albums. They're really amazing, really relatable. He mentions his mental health, his struggles in life in London, and I think 2020 Richard Dawson is pretty much possibly his best album yet. It's so unique. He admits his mental health issues and how he deals with those mental health issues. He mentions his past, his relationships with his father, his love life. It's really funny as well. He puts it in a really comedic way, and the production on there is pretty much his best yet. So I really highly recommend that you listen to 2020 Richard Dawson. Go check it out. Well, that's it. That's pretty much my top 10 other genre albums of 2019. I highly suggest you guys go check that out. A lot of those albums were suggested and recommended by the busiest music nerd, The Needle Drop. So make sure you guys check out his channel as well. I'll put that down below in the link in the description. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please stay safe. Peace out.